Welcome back to Comic Stuff with Derrick Fury, and today I'm checking out Jack Kirby's Phantom Force, and holy shit, that's right, Phantom Force issue 5. Why issue 5? Because that's the only issue I have. Phantom Force was created by Jack Kirby, Michael Thibodeaux, and Richard French. I believe the comic ran for 9 issues, starting in issue 0 to issue 8. Image Comics released issues 1 through 2, with Genesis West releasing issue 0 as well as issues 3 through 8. I have to be honest, I had no idea Jack Kirby was related in any way to this comic. Jack Kirby's credited as being a co-creator of legendary characters like Captain America, the Fantastic Four, Thor, the Incredible Hulk, Iron Man, and many others. Nobody in comics has a resume like Jack Kirby. He's a legend. But if you look at it from a hip-hop perspective, if they were both members of NWA, Stan Lee would be Eazy-E, and Jack Kirby would be Dr. Dre. It's hard to say exactly how involved Jack Kirby was. I believe he's credited as doing pencils on issues 0 and issues 4. In regards to Jack Kirby's involvement, one internet source says Mike had co-created Phantom Force with Jack Kirby and was looking for a publisher. The Image crew, great admirers of Kirby, quickly agreed to help out. The title appeared in 1993 as one of Kirby's last completely penciled stories and featured inks and colors by virtually everyone at Image. Phantom Force issue 0 features some of the last work of legendary writer and artist Jack Kirby. Sadly, Jack Kirby died in 1994 before the story could be really developed. So let's hop into it. Here it is in all its glory, Phantom Force issue 5. It's clear to see that Michael Thibodeaux is the person who really was forcing the creative of this comic. Either Michael Thibodeaux is a hack or he's a genius. I say that because I started reading this comic and it had all the trappings of a hack writer. Somewhere along the way, I started to laugh, and I believe some of the writing is so ridiculous, it's funny. I can only liken it to movies like The Room. I believe Michael Thibodeaux is to comic books what Tommy Wiseau is to film. He intentionally fills it with 90s over-the-top, muscled-out characters, a sexy female lead who only stands in the most provocative of poses, characters named Darkfire who are drawn to look almost exactly like Darkseid. I think it's brilliant. I think it's genius, to be honest. Let's look at some of the dialogue here. What's that noise coming from the pool? There's too much disturbance in the water to make a visual observation. A visual observation. All observations are visual. Could it be Darkfire breaking free from the prison below? Yes, it must be. It's the only answer. Oh my, it's Bobby. Hi, Q Black. Great little sub I designed, isn't it? Yeah. Boy, Q Black, you sure jumped to some hasty conclusions before receiving all the pertinent facts. My experience is in a controlled laboratory, but in the real world of galactic invaders, fear clouds my intellectual judgment. I'm such a boob. A gimmick here where Darkseid, aka Darkfire, wink wink, manipulating Phantom Force into giving them information he needs so he can then escape, get the Omni Sword, and seek revenge on his mortal enemy, Whitefire or something like that. I don't know. So there's a bunch of silly gags in here that I enjoyed. And this is what his captor tells him. Several years ago, while on an archaeological dig in Norway, I had the fortunate luck of discovering the legendary Thorwald, an ancient Viking burial site, in remarkably good condition, mired in clay that had served as a preservative. I'm not sure that's how clay works. It was one of the world's greatest finds. And then we have here the dig. They've dug all this stuff out. They've just thrown the finds, the archaeological finds. They're just in the dirt behind them. They just throw them back there. It's like, what I really like is this old boat. So he goes on to explain how he found the Omni Sword. And Darkfire just plays coy. That kind of, I can't believe that, old professor. You tell, whoo, that happened to you. I can't believe it. Keep on talking, buddy. And then we get to where the professor explains that he's not always a superhero, you got to understand. He's a professor of archaeology. And he explains how his adopted daughter, who's psychic, told him that on their next dig, that good-looking douchebag guy who gets bad grades in the class, bring him along. Yeah, the guy who's my age and attractive. Well, this is what his daughter, her psychic abilities. I'm reading something. Yes, the best-looking 20-year-old in the class. Yeah, he needs to come to Nairobi with us. He needs to come on the next dig with us. And the professor just goes with it. Oh well, if your psychic ability told you that. And this is the dialogue. Get out of town. You want me to go? Bro. So he goes. They go on the dig in Egypt, and Bill, the class clown, gets bored. He doesn't want to dig and do all that stuff. So he goes into his tent, gets his baseball glove and ball, and starts having a catch with himself. He's just wandering around pyramids, one after the other, just having a catch with himself. And he kind of wanders in one of the pyramids, throwing his ball around, sits down, and starts having a catch against the wall. Seen this in movies where somebody's throwing a ball on the floor, it hits the wall, it comes back, they catch it, repeat. Magically, this unlocks a secret compartment. And this is what Michael Thibodeaux, in his great genius, wrote. Somehow he managed a Steve McQueen reference. I'm confused. Having a flair for the dramatic, Bill reenacted his favorite scene from The Great Escape. 20-year-old Bill's at the house watching Steve McQueen movies. Yeah, I mean, I do, so Bullet, it's a good movie. And not unlike Steve McQueen's role, he would soon find himself a prisoner of an overwhelming force. The continuous rhythmic pounding of the multifaceted brick montage. Okay, I guess that's what that means. I guess the brick it's a montage on the brick, and he just happens to hit the right one with the ball. So let's say it was 10 different, he hit all 10 in the right I don't know what's happening. This is where I was like, Michael Thibodeaux, you're messing with me. You got me beat. I give up. He gets dropped into a secret chamber where a giant machine shoots a ray beam on him and he passes out. I believe it's a month later. He came over to the professor's house to argue about a grade, not to like try to talk to his super hot daughter. He's there to, I have a suspicion that the professor walked in and saw Bill there with his daughter and was like, what are you doing here? Oh, I'm here to like argue about my grade. I'm not like dating her or anything, but so let's talk about my grade. That kind of situation. So the Omni Sword, sensing Bill's presence, starts to light up. Bill gets sucked towards it. Bam. Double splash page. I gotta say, I like this page. I'm sorry. I like it. I dig this page. Is it 90s? Yes. Really bad anatomy? Yes. Why are his pants so tight? I have no idea. But even on this page, some of the writing's comical. The room exploded into a vibrant light show of iridescent colors, akin only to the mystical Aurora Borealis. Oh, he's laying it on thick. Michael Thibodeaux is laying it on mad thick, yo. And this is where I'm starting to go, okay. You got me. I thought I get it. It's funny. Okay. Once again, look at this. Look at the colors. I dig it all. The light coming from his hand is cool. Everything about it's cool. It's kind of an example of those things. If you look at key elements, they're bad. If you just step back and just kind of check it out, it's pretty cool. So then the professor explains how they became superheroes, which is wildly ridiculous. Basically, there was a hostage situation at a daycare center. I actually worked at daycare centers in the 90s. Not many hostage situations happening. His psychic daughter uses her psychic powers. Bill, now calling himself Apocalypse, uses his sword. Professor's other adopted son makes, I don't know, it's kind of a hot mess. It's just a hot mess. Bada boom, bada bing, all four of them are now superheroes. I will go back for a second because there's one little bit that really turned me over into realizing Michael Thibodeaux was having fun. I honestly think he's probably making fun of DC and Marvel because the names are taken in some cases. Bill calls himself Apocalypse until the main villain, Darkfire, tells him Apocalypse is a stupid name. The guy who looks like Apocalypse or Darkseid tells him it's a dumb name. Sounds like a stupid Saturday morning cartoon character. Shows how much you know. Apocalypse is the final testament. Means last mortal battle between good and evil. Bros, the noble Viking warriors had a name for their final judgment. Ragnarok. Ragnarok? Okay. And Bill just goes, wow, that's cool. I like it. I like it. I'm going to change my name. Like that. You should not be a superhero. You're that easily swayed. I like it. Going to change my name to Ragnarok. Ragnarok it is. And the professor says, you're going to take the name suggested to you by the evil, hideous beast. Afraid so, teach. Bros. Then there's a bit where the professor calls him Apocalypse again. And Bill corrects him. It's Ragnarok, bros. So I really think this character was like, what if an idiot surfer dude got superpowers? So then Darkfire escapes. And by the way, Darkfire has a ridiculously funny logo on his chest. It's just like a sideways oval with like a little starship just bouncing off of it. So then Darkfire's about to escape, and Bill tells him, you're full of it. We'll kick your butt. Do you really think so? You're the one in chains, bros. Of course, Darkfire escapes. Says he's going to kill everybody, but you got to get the next issue to see if they all died. I loved it. It's safe to say I loved it. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm getting it all wrong. Maybe Michael Thibodeaux is just bad. If you think Michael Thibodeaux is just bad, I'm all off base. Leave in the comments. Let me know. But I stand by my theory that this was a gag the whole time. But it seems like Jack Kirby had a concept and some characters. Michael Thibodeaux went on to write a comic that's really spoofing the industry. I don't know if he's doing so with malice or just giving a loving wink to fellow creators. Is Michael Thibodeaux a hack or a genius? Hit me up in the comments. And remember, watch my movie, Lion Killer, available right now on Amazon Prime and Tubi. That's right, I made a movie. It's out. You can watch it for free right now on Amazon Prime and Tubi TV. Don't forget to go to Amazon and IMDb and leave reviews. And also like, subscribe, and smash that bell to get notifications for when my next video drops. This is Derrick Fury. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.